Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Click and Cliff. This is a podcast where I give you life experiences, life struggles, stories, and all that good stuff. We Where I kind of tell you what's going on in my life, what happened in my life, and some funny stories, some serious stories, and all that. A bit of good news. Last week I talked about my experience buying a car. Well, that company made it right. They gave our money back. It turned out that it was just a freak accident. They had their mechanic, I guess, go through it, and he didn't see or notice anything wrong with it. And we bought it, and then the time chain jumped, and it bent pistons and all that stuff. So the motor was shot. It was going to cost us a lot of money to put a new motor in that car. So I called the place where I bought it from, and they were. I mean, the struggle with them was a big miscommunication on both of our part. Because the owner, actually, I talked to the owner of the car lot. He told me that he told his people that that was doing it, that just tell us to bring the car, or they'll give our money back to us. And when that message never did get received by us. So I'm gonna say I talked to her, and she gave our money back to us, and then me and my wife went looking for a car all week, and we found one, and it runs, thank God. So that's behind us now. Hopefully we won't have to worry about that for a while anymore. I hate car shopping and dealing with cars. First off, I'm not a mechanic. I know the minor stuff: changing batteries, spark plugs, oil, windshield wipers. But when you get down in the guts of the motor or transmission or rear end, I know nothing about. I have to take it to a mechanic. But we got that figured out anyway, and my wife's out there spinning her wheels in her new ride today, as I bring you this podcast. So that was the update. Today, I just want to ramble today. I just want to, have you all been in situations like I've been in? I mean, first, it's been stressful all week. For all don't know that I've been undergoing some treatment and stuff, which that is taken care of. I did get a clean bill of health until Monday. Maybe not Monday. Sunday or Saturday or something. Anyway, I got me a kidney stone, so I was dealing with that on top of this all week. As I'm making this video, I'm still suffering with it, so hopefully I get that taken care of before too long. But it's just been an uphill battle for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and we're getting through it. You always find yourself wondering if you want to get through it. I mean, you think you're at the low of lows. Well, I don't want to wish bad luck on nobody, but my favorite saying is there's always somebody out there that has it worse off than you. Every time I get in these situations where I feel like, is this ever going to stop? Is this ever going to be better? Well, yeah, it does. I mean, there's always somebody that has it worse off than you. Not that I'm wishing somebody is worse off than me. I hate that for them, but so my dad always told my dad always told stories. He tried to be inspirational. I was playing Little League Baseball, and I thought I was good. And boy, I was letting everybody know that I was good. I was getting cocky a little bit. And my dad, on the way home from a baseball game, he said, "Son, when you think you're good, there's always somebody out there that's a little bit better than you. So don't go out there thinking that you're the best, because there's always somebody out there better than you. And I'm like, gee, Dad, thanks. Thanks for the congratulations. You're awesome, son. I love you. And that's one of those things, when you're a kid, you don't realize that he's teaching you a lesson. It could be that he's teaching you, humility. Be a little bit of humble. So what if you're the best player out there? That don't mean the other player stinks. They're trying. They're playing the game with you. It takes a team effort. And as a kid, you don't really think about that until you get older. But my dad always said, there's always somebody out there better than you. And then he also said, well, there's always somebody worse off than you too. So don't think that your lows are everybody's lows. They may be low for you right now, but you will get through it. But I never thought that. There's always somebody out there better than you. I mean, that's like, like I said, as a kid, you're like, what? But, you get the meaning, kind of get the little verbiage or the little behind the, what does that mean? Well, I take it as, well, that's either giving me inspiration to keep working at it so I can be better, or it's teaching humility, thinking, well, maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. And I need to be humbled, and I need to sit back and think, well, there probably is a lot of people better than me. But he did us teaching that lesson. He didn't mean it like I was the worst player or that he didn't approve how I played or anything like that. He was just trying to tell me, look, man, you got to keep working. You got to keep striving to get to where you want to be. You can't just get to where you want to be and just stop trying, stop playing, and just think that you're the best. Because that person that's below you is going to be doing the same, because he's going to try to catch up to you, and then he can surpass you. And that's how he took on life like that. He took on life like that. He always strived to do better. He didn't plateau. He didn't get up on a hill and stand there. He kept working. And he still said it to you. He goes, well, I may be, he welded. That was his career. He was a welder and a farmer. And he was a pretty good welder. I mean, he did some stuff for NASA. He did stuff for the FBI and stuff like that. He built like these containers where they throw bombs in and they measure the explosion rate, whatever. He built a bunch of them. But he had to be a good welder to do that. They didn't hire, whatever he took a test, he passed, they hired him, and he worked there for a long time. But he always said that you had to keep learning, you had to keep doing it, because there's always somebody out there better. That was one his job, and he took his life like that when he was farming. There's always somebody out there better than me. But he goes, he told me, you can take this two ways. You can get mad and pissed off, or two, you learn from them. You learn what they do. You learn how they do it, and you do the same, and you strive to be better. Every day is a teaching point. And I take that back to this vehicle thing. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know nothing about it. And I remember my dad saying, well, there's always somebody out there that's worse off. You stub a toe, somebody has a broken leg. Which one would you rather have? And he wasn't saying that down in the guy with the broken leg. He just said there's always somebody out there that's worse off than you. And to be thankful for what you have and what you've got and what you've accomplished, and be proud of what, through all this mess, you're going to come out okay. You just got to keep moving forward, keep striving and do better. So, yeah. That's the thing, you just got to keep striving to be better. Finally, like I said, I had a kidney stone, so I've been kind of laying down, not doing much in my living room. So I didn't get very much accomplished this week so far, but I'm trying to catch up, do what I can. And I don't know, it's just one of those things, you get so down, I do anyway. I don't know about you guys, but me, I get down where I, like, I'm done. I'm overwhelmed and my cup runneth over, and, I don't know what y'all believe, but, I was born, I was born. I was raised to think, that the good Lord ain't gonna give me more than what I can handle, and He's a decider of that, I guess. Because here for the last couple of days, I've handled what I think is a lot more than I can handle. But at the end of the day, I'm still here, so I'm handling it. And things, we did have a good ending to the car story, so that's a good thing. So, yeah, I mean, what else is there to say about that? But, yeah, we got that done. Like I said, the wife's out there spinning her wheels now, and all that stuff. And if y'all going through some stuff, I get it. My heart goes out to you. But, we're in this together. We're in this life together, in this world together. We might as well get along. But, we can do this. We can get through it. We can get through all this. But this podcast may not be very long. But, I thought I'd get on here and show and tell you the update of last week's podcast, and kind of have a little story that I learned playing the league, thinking I was the best first baseman. I mean, heck, we were just hitting the ball out of a machine. We didn't even have a pitcher. So now you can take that as it may. But I thought I was an awesome first baseman. And, well, I didn't get no draft papers to go to play for the Major League Baseball. So apparently there was a lot of people who was better than me. But baseball wasn't my sport. Football was, and baseball I played just because I didn't want to be. I wanted to do something, not be bored. But yeah, life trying moments. You gotta get through it somehow, and I think we're getting her done. But guys, this is gonna be it today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's not very long, but it's probably more than I can do just sitting here. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Pay it forward. Be nice. Until next time, you all have a good one. And be safe out there. Be kind. Be good to one another. And until next time, bye-bye.